Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome to those of you watching on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, Executive Director of the Integrity Commission, Greg Christie, is defending his and the Commission's actions in the recent controversy involving Prime Minister Andrew Holness in the Westcon Limited matter.
The Commission faced a Parliamentary Oversight Committee this afternoon where Mr. Christie was grilled with questions. More in this report.
Executive Director of the Integrity Commission, Greg Christie, was facing the Parliamentary Committee for the first time since the controversial report. On one hand, the Prime Minister was being cited for possible corruption charges. 24 hours later, another report exonerating him. When pressed, Mr. Christie rejected claims that the Commission embarrassed the Prime Minister. He was also taken to task about taking to Twitter.
Reuters and the world have it that the Prime Minister of Jamaica, head of the country of government in Jamaica, has been referred to the Director of Corruption Proceedings. You knew that there's a ruling. Don't you think it would be appropriate to immediately tell the world that there's a ruling not to proceed?
But Mr. Christie insists there was no effort to create mischief, arguing the Integrity Commission has historically retweeted stories on all its investigations.
The Commission retweeted the Gleaner story on the 15th, the Jamaica Observer story, and on the same date it retweeted the PM's rejection of the report. The story that you mentioned about the opposition leader, that was also retweeted. And then on the following day, Nationwide's rejection, story on the rejection report was also retweeted on the February 15th. And the next day, the ruling, we retweeted the ruling, the Gleaner story on the ruling and the Observer story on the ruling. That has not been mentioned.
He also turned down claims by committee member Everald Warmington that the commission is staffed with political activists. According to Mr. Warmington, the Director of Corruption Prevention had previously worked for former PNP President Dr. Peter Phillips. But Mr. Christie refused to have that discussion.
The issue is, Mr. Chairman, is that
he's asking about the political persuasion of a particular person, and that's not my business.
But then why employ him if he's involved politically? That's what I'm asking you. You say there's no political bias there. He was employed to Dr. Peter Phillips in a political capacity as an advisor, and it's right here in front of me.
Chairman,
it's in front of me.
Chairman. Respectfully, he has asked a question about an individual who, from his job description, right, has nothing to do with any of the reports that have been tabled, brought, etc. Right? I don't know why we're pursuing this line against a particular individual. If the member has something specific related to how that person has executed his job and that he has done so with bias, then that's different. But to go back and be asking somebody what their previous thing may be, I don't know how relevant that is.
Despite the accusations, Mr. Christie suggested that the real problem is with all reports on the same matter not being released simultaneously. He suggests that legislation should be changed to address that issue urgently.